You wake up to a gun pressed under your chin. Cold metal, angled just enough to remind you how thin the margin is. No shouting, no warning, just breathing. Yours, uneven, and his, controlled. The room smells like damp plaster and old smoke. A fan clicks overhead at 43 rotations per minute, unbalanced, predictable. You don't move. Movement invites correction. You start at the bottom of this life long before this moment. Not here, not with the gun, but in a windowless room 3 years ago. Temperature fixed at 19 degrees Celsius, fluorescent light humming at a constant pitch, a steel table bolted to the floor. They don't introduce themselves. They don't use your name. They take it first, then your documents, then your history. You signed forms you don't read. Ink dries in under 6 seconds. You are processed, not recruited. Your first weeks are mechanical. Wake at 0500. Recite your new identity by 057. Dates, addresses, fabricated memories. By day 12, you stop correcting yourself when you think the wrong name. By day 21, you respond automatically. By day 30, your old name feels like a mistake someone else made. They don't train you to fight. They train you to exist under pressure. Eye contact held for exactly 2 seconds. Handshakes firm, never dominant. Speech slowed to 110 words per minute to avoid revealing stress. You repeat lies until they become reflex. You are told the hardest part will not be danger, it will be continuity. Year 1, you are placed. Low-level access, courier routes, timed deliveries, no improvisation. You follow instructions that arrive in fragments, numbers, coordinates, short phrases. Payment is indirect, accounts you never see, value measured in continued use. Promotion is procedural, it comes without acknowledgement. Your roots expand, conversations are required. You sit across from men who don't trust you and learn to mirror their doubts. You are given small decisions, then larger ones. Each one shifts a boundary by a few degrees, not enough to notice at first. By year 2, your handler speaks less, messages reduced to coded intervals. 17 minutes late means abort. 3 missed signals means relocation. You stop asking questions. Questions are inefficient. You adapt. You learn the system by what is not written. No one says loyalty's temporary, but assignments prove it. No one explains failure, but disappearances clarify it. Files are closed without discussion. Names are replaced in under 48 hours. You observe, and you comply. Money moves in precise increments. 4,000, 9,500, 22,000. Always uneven, always justifiable. You are told to keep records. You are never told why. You maintain them anyway. Compliance becomes creative. You anticipate instructions before they arrive. You adjust details to fit expectations. You survive by aligning with patterns no one admits exist. Your life outside the system narrows. Calls become shorter, visits less frequent. You measure conversations in minutes, not meaning. You avoid details. You forget birthdays. You replace them with checkpoints, deadlines, coded reminders. Relationships don't end, they thin out, quietly, without conflict. Sleep changes. 4 hours becomes sufficient. 2 becomes manageable. Dreams reduce to fragments, numbers, faces without names, rooms without exits. You wake without disorientation. That part is gone. By year 3, you are stable inside the structure, trusted enough to operate alone, not trusted enough to matter. You understand the hierarchy without seeing it. You know where you stand by how long people wait before responding to you. Seconds matter. Delays communicate rank. Then the system shifts. Your handler stops responding. First 1 missed interval, then 2. By the 3rd, you initiate fallback protocol. Dead drops return empty. Locations you've used for 18 months are burned in under 72 hours. No explanation, no recovery plan. You are still expected to function. Tonight, you sit across from a man who studies you too closely. The room is small, concrete walls, no insulation, temperature around 12 degrees. Your hands remain steady on the table. He asks a question that doesn't belong in your constructed life, a detail from before, something only your original self would recognize. You don't answer immediately. Delay longer than 2 seconds signals uncertainty. Shorter than 1 suggests rehearsed confidence. You calculate, then respond with a controlled approximation. Not denial, not confirmation, a deflection shaped like truth. He doesn't react. That's the reaction. Now the gun is under your chin. You register the weight first, approximately 900 grams. The angle suggests experience. His finger rests, not tight, not loose. He's not nervous. This is procedural for him. Your options reduce. Maintain cover and follow through with the next order. Eliminate a target you now know is not part of the system, an innocent placed into your path to verify compliance. Or break. Expose the inconsistency. Admit knowledge you are not supposed to have. The system has led you here without stating the terms. You think about the process that built this moment. The schedules, the numbers, the silent promotions. Each step removed something small. Hesitation, doubt, attachment. Not all at once, incrementally, efficiently. You realize the system doesn't require belief, only continuity. The decision is not dramatic. It is measured, calculated like every other action. You understand that either path leads to the same endpoint, replacement. Because the structure is designed that way, you make your choice. It doesn't feel like one. Time passes, not marked in hours, but in transitions. Rooms change, faces rotate, instructions resume or they don't. It becomes difficult to separate consequence from routine. The system absorbs outcomes without acknowledgement. Eventually, your role diminishes. Messages come less frequently. Assignments narrow. You are no longer expanding. You are stabilizing, then reducing. There is no formal exit. One day, a contact doesn't recognize you. Another uses your alias incorrectly. A location you established